Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 3 of the Concord Cup right here on the Fusion Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. I am your commentator, Jake Anderson, but let's take it away to arena announcer Drewski Hawksley for the introduction.
The following is an opening round match of the Concord Cup set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, she stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs in at 139 pounds. Hailing from Monterrey, Mexico, the luchador
Soledad, a relative newcomer to WPWF, but has made a huge name for herself in the few short months that she has been a part of the WPWF roster, and she has the chance to make an even bigger name for herself if she can pull off the upset against the Black Swan Brooke Owens here in round 1 action. The former WPWF World Champion, Black Swan Brooke Owens, may I add, as Soledad is just dancing the night away here at the Concord Cup. And of course, as I said, she is facing the Black Swan Brooke Owens. So with the formal introduction, here's Drewski Hawksley once again.
And introducing her opponent, she stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs in at 130 pounds. Hailing from Orlando, Florida, Brooke Owens!
The Black Swan Brooke Owens just 2 weeks ago defeated Horses Morsey in a lights-out unsanctioned match in what was Horses' last contractual date of her WPWF contract. We have no idea what the future of Horses Morsey is. And just this past Thursday at Rock the Dragon, Brooke Owens defeated her now seemingly best friend, Becky, in a friendly exhibition match. And of course, also this past Thursday, the Fusion Pro Wrestling Women's World Championship was announced by the general manager Stuart Wharf, as these two ladies are getting ready to meet up in round 1 action. Obviously, Brooke Owens is representing WPWF in the Concord Cup, but you gotta think that she has her eyes set on the Fusion Pro Wrestling Women's World Championship that was revealed this past Thursday as they meet up in the middle of the ring. Brooke Owens has Soledad's arm in that wrist lock, but Soledad flips out of it, flipping Brooke Owens over onto her back as Brooke Owens quickly gets up. These two ladies kind of share a similar wrestling style. They're both very fluent in high flying, but they are not afraid to get down and brawl if they need to, as they circle in the middle of the ring, sizing each other up, not wanting to let the other get the upper hand as they meet up in the lockup once again. This time it's Soledad putting Brooke Owens into the wrist lock, wrenching the arm of Brooke, as Brooke now is flipping out of the wrist lock and sends Soledad down with that arm drag takedown. Brooke Owens, a 6-year veteran. Soledad, I don't have any notes on her, but I do know that she has a few years under her belt, as Brooke Owens sends Soledad off to the ropes, and Soledad comes back and recovers with that drop kick as Brooke Owens retreats to the outside of the ring. I don't think Brooke Owens was expecting that from Soledad. As Brooke Owens, I don't know if Brooke Owens is she taking time out? Oh, wait, hold up. Soledad! Oh! That was a handspring tope con hilo right to the outside of the ring, sending her crashing into Brooke, and both of these ladies are down on the outside of the ring. Soledad was not going to give Brooke Owens time to recover at all with that tope con heel. Ooh, Soledad with an elbow to the side of Brooke's head, and another one. And uh-oh, these two ladies are brawling. These two ladies not... like I said earlier, these two ladies are not afraid to get down and brawl if they need to, and they proved that just now as Brooke Owens was able to get the upper hand, sending Soledad back into the ring. What does Brooke Owens have in mind here? She's on the apron. She's telling Soledad to get up. What does Brooke Owens have? Oh, springboard. Springboard missile drop kick, sending Soledad down. There's the pin. There's 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Brooke Owens showing off her high-flying prowess, what she's known for. Brooke Owens sending Soledad into that corner. Running in. Does Brooke Owens have in mind? Ooh! Sending those knees right to the gut of Soledad. Into the corner as the ref is telling Brooke to get out of the corner. And oh, a corner enziguri sending Soledad down. And ooh! The running face wash right to the face of Soledad. Brooke Owens dragging Soledad out of the corner. This 1, 2, and only 2 count. Oh! Soledad playing a little bit of possum there, sending Brooke Owens down with that leg sweep, and now sending those roundhouse kicks to Brooke's gut, giving Brooke a little taste of her own medicine. Brooke is known for her kicks as well. Soledad comes in with that flying, that Stinger splash. There was no flying about that. As Soledad sends Brooke Owens out of the corner with the monkey flip. Soledad has the upper hand right now against the former world champion. A kick to the gut and a snap suplex, sending Brooke Owens down. Soledad is doing exactly what she needs to do. She's not letting Brooke Owens rest. She is staying on the attack, which is exactly what she needs to do. And she's going up to the high wind district. Comes in with the flying splash off the top rope. This 1, 2, only a 2 count. I am very impressed with Soledad right now. Brooke Owens is no easy opponent, and Soledad is holding her own very well. I'm very impressed with Soledad. Even if she does not win this match, she has made a name for herself. Ooh, a judo takedown. It's been a long time since I've seen a judo takedown, and Soledad just did it with ease. The Soledad coming off the ropes with that leg drop straight down to Brooke. Oh, Soledad coming off the ropes again with that rolling thunder. Brooke Owens is in trouble here. Brooke Owens needs to figure something out. There's 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Brooke Owens needs to reset her game plan. I don't think she took Soledad as serious as she probably should have, because Soledad has had the upper hand in this match for the past couple minutes against the former world champion, as she sends Brooke Owens back to the ropes. Brooke Owens comes in with that shining black. And Brooke Owens comes in with another shining black, this time sending Soledad down. Brooke Owens picks up Soledad. What does it... Oh! Yoshikuroshi! into the sliding elbow. Uh-oh. Brooke Owens. We all know what Brooke Owens is thinking here. Brooke Owens could be thinking about hitting it. Here she comes off the ropes into the rocket kick. There's 1, 2, and 3. Here is your winner of the match, the Black Swan, Brooke Owens. But credit to Soledad. Soledad held her own, looked very impressive in this match, even in defeat. Looked very impressive against Brooke Owens. But moving on to the next round of the Concord Cup is the Black Swan, Brooke Owens. As we see some sportsmanship here, as they shake hands, you'd love to see it. But coming up next in the Concord Cup on the FPW side, it is Crystal taking on the Banshee. Up next here on Concord Cup. Alright, we are back with more action here on the Concord Cup. This time on the FPW side, let's take it away once again to our arena announcer, Drewski Hoxley, for the
following is an opening round match of the Concord Cup set for one fall. Introducing first, she stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs in at 135 pounds. Hailing from Versailles, wait a second up. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs in at 163 pounds. Hailing from Lisbon, Portugal, Allison Days.
Wait, hold on. My notes here on the desk say Crystal. This is not Crystal. This is Allison Danes. What? But Allison was eliminated by Becky last week. What is she doing? What? I'm hearing in my ear that Crystal is in France, and Allison, because she's part of Transcendence, is able to take Crystal. So Allison gets another shot. Okay, well, I guess let's introduce Allison's second opponent in the Concord Cup tournament. Let's take it away to our arena announcer, Drewski.
Introducing her opponent. She stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs in at 132 pounds. Hailing from the crypts of the Holy Trinity, the Banshee!
Alright, the Banshee, as we all know, defeated Samantha Foxy this past Thursday at FPW Rock the Dragon in a grueling opening match that kicked off Rock the Dragon, and now she is here in the Concord Cup looking to defeat someone who is already eliminated from this tournament and has somehow found a loophole into this tournament, or back into this tournament, and is now facing the Banshee. I have no words. My notes say Crystal, but I got another. I got something else in my ear. Crystal's in France. I just don't think this is fair for the women that were already eliminated, the incredible women that were already eliminated from this historic tournament, and Allison finds a loophole into this tournament, back into this tournament. As the Banshee makes her way into the ring, there's that devilish laugh from Banshee. Oh, okay, we're just going to get right to it. Allison not even giving Banshee time to take off her cape, but Banshee, that's not stopping Banshee from giving Allison a big boot right to the face. As Banshee finally takes off her cape. I got some bad news for Allison. The Banshee is no one to mess with, and we've been seeing that since Fusion Pro Wrestling started. We saw that at Rock the Dragon this past Thursday. As that Banshee, ow! That Banshee scream. Oh, that hurt. That went right through the headset. If you're not here in the arena, the audio here on YouTube does not do that justice. It is just ear-piercing as Banshee, with those knees to Allison's gut into the corner, the referee once again telling these ladies to get out of the corner. She had some issues with that in our opening match here this week, as Banshee is choking the life out of Allison in that corner as the referee finally has to start counting. Banshee picking Allison's up by the foot, dragging her to the middle of the ring, as she just kicks the back of the leg of Allison, as she's choking Allison once again with her knee right to Allison's throat, and there's nowhere for Allison to go as she's trying to, I guess, bounce Banshee off of her, but Banshee just breaks the hold. As I believe the ref was counting, I couldn't really see on my monitor. And Allison has no choice but to slide out of the ring. And I guess the ref did in fact see that blatant choke. But, Allison comes up from behind. I don't know where she came from. She wasn't in my monitor. And comes in with that chop block, sending the Banshee down. As Allison is taunting to the non-capacity crowd here, and comes in with that PK right to the face of Banshee. And that was a nice spinning kick there to the face of Banshee, and comes off with that standing senton. Allison has Banshee exactly where she wants her. Allison climbing to the high rent district. What does Allison have in mind here? But Banshee is already up to her feet. And see, with a big boot right to the face of Allison on the top rope. Did you see the height? The height that Banshee got with that first big boot before she sent Allison down to the outside of the ring here. And Banshee is not messing around as she jumps outside of the ring right to Allison. Sending Allison into those steps. What's Banshee have in mind here? The cannonball, and Allison's head ricocheted off of those steel steps. Allison is not in a good place at all right now. As Banshee grabs the back of Allison's head and is slamming her into the steps. And Allison bounces off the steps. Allison is not in a good spot right here against the Banshee, as she sends Allison back into the ring. Banshee coming back into the ring. The referee telling Banshee to keep it in the ring, and there's the pin attempt. There's 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The Banshee has been in control for most of this match, apart from the offense we saw Allison get in after that chop block, but for the most part, Banshee has had the upper hand against the Transcendence member. And as she's choked, as she has Allison in that surfboard, and the referee is counting, she has to break the surfboard. You can see the knee of Banshee just digging into the spine of Allison. The referee is at a 4 count, and Banshee finally has to break it before she gets disqualified. Banshee coming off the ropes, and oh my god. I have no idea what Banshee just did, but it was a super effective, and she almost came flying over here towards my announce position on the other side of the barricade, and Allison sees Banshee on the apron and with the leg sweep sending Banshee right down here in front of me. What does Allison have in mind here? Allison with the BME, but the Banshee catches her and just throws her like a sack of potatoes. You could hear the thud of Allison. It hit the floor over here. As it has to be academic at this point. I saw the back of Allison's head bounce off the wooden floor here, as Banshee is not going for the pin. Instead, she's going for that Indian Deathlock. She should have went for the pin, but I think Banshee's just toying with Allison at this point. She sees Allison as prey and she's playing with her food, but Allison is able to reach the ropes. As the referee is counting, Banshee has to break this. Banshee does not want to be disqualified, or else Allison, who was eliminated last week, moves on to the next round. Banshee picks Allison up by her hair as she sends Banshee into the corner. Allison running in, but no one's home as Allison eats a face full of turnbuckle pad. And Banshee comes with the knee express to the spine of Allison that she was working on earlier in this match. And all the that scream again, but there's the Banshee scream. And the pin is 1, 2, and 3. And moving on to the second round of the Concord Cup is the Banshee. Oh, my ears are ringing right now. That Banshee scream, if you ever hear it in person, you will fully understand. But moving on to the second round is the Banshee, and next week it's the last 2 matches of round 1 action before we go to round 2. So we will see you next week right here on the Fusion Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. I have been your commentator, Jake Anderson, for Drewski Hawksley. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week here on Concord Cup.